Welcome to Sportsball, everyone.
Check out that sweet-ass airport.
That was nice.
We spare no expense here.
Yeah,
at
we're
Rooster
changing our
Teeth.
logo to the Frontier/American Terminal.
It's just a better fit for our show.
Yeah, at Austin Bergstrom.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a new expansion.
Yes, it is.
I think it's showing
yes,
off.
it is. Well, welcome to Sportsball. I'm your host, Tyler Coe, joined by...
I'm Jack Pitlo.
And-
I am Brandon Farmahede.
Yes,
What?
nice to have you back,
Did you pronounce your
Brandon.
last name?
Farmahede.
Your name is interesting.
It does not flow off the tongue.
does not.
Farmahini. It has a bunch of eyes in there.
Yeah, it has a lot. It has a lot in there.
Yes, it does.
All
yes,
right.
It does. Yes,
Hey,
well...
we should start by mentioning you can tweet #Sportsball and then call the phone number, right? Do we have the phone number down here anywhere?
It's going to show up soon.
There it is.
It's going to show up soon. There it is. Yes, you can please do call, text to the show, leave us a message, get us on the text line, or if you want to, Jack will be checking Twitter.
Trying to.
All show
I just
long.
have my phone today. I don't have my laptop,
We'll be
so I'm going to be
checking
trying to
Twitter.
check Twitter as much as possible. So
Yes.
Tyler's on top of the dial-in, and I'm on top here. My beard is actually coming back a little bit.
I was
Look at that.
just saying that. It's like growing back
it's coming
really
back.
fast. Yeah, it looks good.
So I'm a little over a week. I'm a week into it now, and I think it's coming back.
looking good, man. It's
It'll be
looking
all right.
good.
Give me 2 more weeks.
Yes, and of course, if you guys watched last week's episode, you know that we have graduated Cole from Stat Guy. I mean, he still does the stats, but he's also our man in the field, and we are sending him somewhere today. Cole, where are you right now?
I'm going international, Tyler.
Oh,
They
there you go.
travel the world. They
Where
finally
were
gave
you
me a travel
before?
budget.
We were looking for you.
So I escaped the clutches of Missouri last week.
Good. We were all very worried about that. The entire Rooster Teeth community was very worried about
I
you
got a
being
lot
stuck
of
in
got a
Missouri.
lot of
so.
tweets from concerned fans. I'm fine. I'm safe. My Lions won. Thank you.
Hey.
So,
Were you stuck at Mizzou?
yes,
He was
Are
tra-
you
he was
white?
trapped in a number of places.
yes.
Is he white?
Yeah.
Yes, he's
If
white.
so, then you're probably going to be okay in Mizzou.
Okay.
I like your
Yes, he
headphones.
is.
I like your
Got that.
headphones. They're good.
All right, so Cole, can you tell the folks where you're going to be going today?
I'm headed to Russia today.
Whoa.
Yes, he is.
We got the
Yes.
budget to send someone to Russia?
Yes, we do,
Yeah.
because it's one of the bigger stories this year is that the Russian track and field team has been getting into a little bit of trouble when it comes to doping. And so we're going to be touching on that story later. So, Cole, we're going to let you get on your flight. I hope you have a safe trip, and we will touch base with you when you land in Moscow.
Got it.
In like 30 minutes.
In like 30
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
It's a quick flight.
Su-
One of those
super
new
quick.
jets.
Like I said, we spare no expense. We have the fastest fastest airplanes on planet Earth. So this was a huge weekend, guys, in sports. Gigantic weekend. I mean,
Lots of stuff.
upsets
Yeah.
everywhere.
Holy crap.
Upsets in the NFL, upsets in college football. But the biggest upset for me personally, and I think for everyone,
The Giants are losing to the Patriots, right?
that wouldn't be an upset.
But you pick the Patriots, and
I did-
everything you
I
pick
did.
loses.
Well, that's not
we'll
necessarily
get into
true.
that in a
We're
little
going to
bit.
have to get into that as well. Maybe the curse of Co. I'm not sure. But the biggest upset
Oh,
for
that is
me
good. That's good.
Biggest
is
upset for you.
Ronda Rousey defeated by Holly Holm.
She got
Shocker.
ass kicked.
Now, if you're not a UFC fan, I'm not the biggest UFC guy, but everybody knows who Ronda Rousey is. Almost everyone knows who she is. She is the undefeated, until, I guess, this past weekend, bantamweight champion in the world.
yeah.
I mean, she's never lost. She's on everything. She's in movies. She was in Entourage.
the
She's
star of Entourage,
she's
Furious
a,
7.
Yeah, she's
Do
a
you
woman.
think that's what people are going to go to blame the loss on?
No.
Like
Nah,
she's
I don't
super
think so.
distracted. She's got all this other stuff.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. She's the only woman, though, for me, like, as far as distracting, like, that terrifies me and arouses me at the same time. Like, I don't know whether to run away or, like, just leap into her arms because she's amazing and she's beautiful.
You
and I
don't
love
watch
her.
those powerlifters during the Olympics and think like, man.
Oh, she would break me in half.
Yeah?
No doubt about it.
Well,
but
those
I love it.
powerlifters, they just like deadlift you off the ground and like shatter you like Bane.
Yes.
You into that?
I'm okay if she
Maybe-
wants to make me her spinner.
This is getting
That's
into a
fine.
whole different kind of podcast when we get into this sort
Yes,
of.
it is.
Yeah.
Can we show her
Anyway.
just getting her ass beat? Because that's what happened this weekend. It was unbelievable. Holly Holm had her number
So it's Holly
right
in the
from
white.
the get-go.
And
And that is the bloodied Ronda right there.
Left hook.
And watch the kick.
Pushed her down. Oh! And that she is 2 more and she's done for.
Right in the face. It was
Ooh,
brutal. I mean,
yeah.
from the start, she didn't have a shot. Like, she just got demolished by this girl. And it was one of those things like people are starting to come out and say maybe it was rigged, maybe Ronda didn't, maybe she played into that. I don't believe any of that, but I do believe she might have like jinxed herself.
Everybody's gonna get beat at one point.
Everybody.
I mean, look,
you say that.
is this
Champion
more
is always
surprising
down.
than Tyson losing to Buster Douglas?
You say, I mean, Floyd Mayweather never lost to anybody. He went undefeated his whole career. So you don't have to necessarily lose to everybody. I mean,
No, and he, by the way, was very happy to see Ronda lose because him and Ronda have a little feud going back and forth.
Oh, I
because
can imagine that one.
Floyd is a piece of shit human being that beats women and is illiterate, and I hate him, and I
Dude,
hope
Tyler,
nothing but the
do
worst for
not
him.
look behind you right now.
Fuck, he's not, is he? Oh my god,
that would be really awkward. Well, we're flying Cole to Russia. Might as well bring Mayweather in too.
No, we're not bringing Floyd here. So she might have jinxed herself though in the fact that she actually went on like Jimmy Fallon a while back, and she talked about how she was going to get beat if she was to get beat. And like just listen to the video. Just listen to her talk about the way that if Holly Holm was going to take her down, this is how it would go.
And she's the type of fighter that you have to be very, very patient with. I feel like she's going to try and like keep distance and keep far away from me and get me frustrated to a point I'll make a mistake and she can try and kick me in the head, but it's not going to go like that. Not the way that she wants.
So you see how you're changing right now?
Yeah.
So kept her distance and then kicked her in
Kicked
the
her
head.
head. That is exactly what happened.
That is precisely what happened.
Which is insane. Do you think she gave it away right there?
I don't know. I mean, the whole thing with Rousey, I mean, watching some of her previous fights, she's super, super aggressive, where she just jumps on the other person. And for the first time, Holly Holm came back and put some punches in her face. Like, she rushed her and she came back with a fist.
You could tell, like, just looking at Ronda's face, that she didn't know what was going on. Like,
Yeah,
she'd never been, like,
well,
messed up like that
She got
before.
bloodied in, like, the first 20 seconds.
I don't
and
think
then-
she was expecting that whatsoever.
Well, I mean, you get one blow to the head, and all of a sudden, everything about the way you think, your decision making is just gone.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the tough thing about any one of these sports. But like, I mean, yeah, maybe there's a few people who go undefeated, but people get beat.
Oh, yeah.
People just get beat, and especially you're looking at people who win constantly, maybe aren't as aggressive, aren't as hungry as somebody who comes in and is placing like the big champion.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just we're talking about something you can trace back to boxing, really. For like the last 150 years,
It's something where I think maybe just kind of everything went to her
before
head.
that.
You know, she
this
just
boxing.
old school style. I think it was one of those things where maybe the hype got to her and she thought, oh, I can defeat anyone. And sure enough, I mean someone pointed out the last person she fought before Holm was the woman who she fought. She got into MMA to lose weight. And she was just like, that was it. I mean, that kind of shows you the scale of fighters.
Yeah, Holly Holm was actually a boxer.
Yeah.
She's a world champion boxer. Like, this woman was no joke.
Yeah.
She wasn't just like you said, somebody just trying to do it for fun, or like it was just a hobby. It was a real deal. And it was insane to see like Ronda get hit. And it was almost like Ronda had this look like, you fucking hit me? Like, what no, this is not how this is supposed to go. You don't hit me, I hit you. Anyway, she gets knocked down. She predicts her own loss. And then, like, we were talking about it, did she fall to almost the Madden Curse? Because she's on the cover, guys, for the UFC
They
game.
announced earlier that day that she was going to
check
be
this
on
out.
the cover of UFC 2. There
So
it is right
could
there.
she possibly have been cursed by being on the cover? And it got us thinking about, if you don't know what the Madden Curse is, do you think that she's fallen
That
victim
is
to this
not
as
a
well?
thing.
It is
absolutely
totally a
a
thing.
thing.
Thank you, Jack. Yes,
It's
it is.
absolutely
Can we
a
put up a
thing.
picture of the Madden Curse?
All
Now
right.
let's take a look at all these guys.
Who eventually weren't less good.
Jesus
What is
Christ.
After a few years, they weren't as good as they were then.
Brady just kicked the desk.
I know. I'm really sorry about
No,
that.
you're not. No, I love it. I love the intensity. Put the
I just-
picture
I
back
hate-
up.
look, it's so
Put the picture
dumb.
back up. We'll break that.
Yeah, here
so
we
you
go.
want to tell me that Michael Vick didn't have any rough years?
Oh, no, or Brett
Oh,
Favre.
that's
Sean
different.
Alexander.
That's not a thing of like he was cursed like in the football field.
I mean, Vince Young
Dude
had an
killed
amazing
dogs.
season. Oh,
Vince
that's right.
Young was
He
never
was
good in
Brett
the
Favre
NFL.
got
Vince
caught
Young was
sending
never a
dick
good
pics.
pro. Brett Favre, he wasn't even he was like 42 years old on a brand new team. Packers got rid of him. Like, fight.
Yeah.
And then, like, a lot of the big examples are just running backs, and it's like you do see some consistency there, but running backs have bad years.
No, Sean
They're
Alexander
more
went from
inconsistent.
MVP
They're
to out of the
more
league in like 2
inconsistent than other
years.
players
We're going
because
from, like,
they get
the
beat.
worst
If you're a
years.
running back and you get on the cover of the on Madden, chances are you took a lot of carries and you got a lot of yards the year before. Sometimes you're going to break down. And then, like, look,
Madden
Drew
Curse is
Brees
real.
is on it.
No,
Drew
and-
Brees did well the
No,
next year.
the
Let's
year,
see the
the
list.
year
Let's look
after
at it. Let's
2011,
look at
he
it.
had one of his worst statistical years. He was
Oh,
terrible.
he still threw for like what
It
4,000
doesn't
yards.
fucking matter. They didn't win the fucking Super Bowl.
George.
They didn't do shit.
Don't you understand that at some point you have not as great a year?
Yeah, no, I get that, but
it's
that's the whole
always
fucking
after
point
the
of the
Madden Curse.
goddamn Madden
It's
Curse.
always the year after the Madden
Yes.
It
Curse.
is not always the year. Let's
It's
see
always the year.
Okay.
Vince Young was never a good
Alright, who's-
player.
But they put
in
him on the
NFL.
cover, and he had a terrible season after they put him on the cover.
Who's
didn't
on the
have a
cover
good
for this
season
year?
before.
I don't even
You
know.
know who's on the cover this year for this past one? Richard Sherman.
Oh, he had
Talk
a
to me
rough
about what
year.
the fucking
Talk to me,
Legion of
talk to
Boom
me.
is doing this year.
Do you think NFL quarterbacks are not avoiding Richard Sherman? You think they're challenging Richard Sherman? No.
Yes, they are, 'cause the
No.
Seahawks suck ass right now.
Yeah,
The Seahawks
they
are pretty shitty right
they'll
now.
go after somebody else. At the end of the day, no matter how the Seahawks defense is doing, they are not going to try to throw the Sherman side. If
They
they can
are not
avoid it, they
scared of the
will.
Seahawks.
He's not bad just because the team's not doing well. Let's see the list again.
Throw that hair up there.
Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
Ray
Michael,
Lewis had a consistent,
He
pretty good
fucking
career.
killed a guy.
That wasn't He like stabbed a dude
No, he
at
did
the
not.
Atlanta.
He
He stabbed
killed
him
a
at the
fucking
Super
guy.
Bowl in Atlanta in like the year 2001.
No. He killed the fucking
There's
guy.
Sherman right there.
Boom.
Look, he looks scared. He's like,
He
oh
is.
shit, the
He's like,
Madden
oh,
Curse is
shit.
coming
Yeah,
for
it's
me.
coming for me, and my
Or
team
is-
sucks
I guess
now.
now
That's not
it's
even a
the EA
picture
Sports
though.
Curse.
I think they do. Don't they do illustrations now? Did they put John Madden back on the cover? See,
No,
I would be
they did not
afraid if
put
I
John
was
Madden.
Madden, because
No.
if you're Madden and they put you on the cover, dude, you're gonna die in a year. That I would believe.
Yes. All right.
God.
So on that point,
What point?
Which point?
when it comes to
Madden
Madden
dying?
covers and like, okay, so like, you know, we're talking about people that have been cursed, they have bad years. Who would you want to have a bad year? Who would you want to be cursed? I think the fans should tell us, and I have some suggestions for them of people who I'd like to see.
Use
get
the
cursed.
hashtag Sportsball.
Because it'd be kind of cool, like if you could, like there are so many people in sports and in life in general that I would love to put on the cover to see them fucking fall.
I've got a team I'd like to see on the cover of Madden.
Oh, you do now?
Oh yeah, let's see the
What
Spurs.
is it? What team?
Let's see the Spurs on the cover.
You
of
wanna see
Madden.
the Spurs on the cover?
They're in like second place
They're
again.
so
How do they
fucking
fucking
good.
do it?
Because they're fucking good. They're amazing. They got pop.
Oh, they're
Fucking
So-
pop.
so goddamn good.
Now, this is like when I thought about this, I was like, this is who I would automatically, my first one, these two pieces of shit. If you don't know who
Skip
they
Bayless
are,
and,
Skip
Stephen A.
Bayless
Smith?
and Stephen A. Smith. They are the epitome of why sports has gone bad. They've ruined ESPN. When ESPN gets rid of Grantland and then they give Skip Bayless $4 million, you know that the world is ending soon. That guy's a piece of shit. You're a horrible human being. Fuck you, Skip, and fuck you, Stephen A. Smith.
My
they
big
need
thing
to put
with
them on
Stephen
the
A.
cover.
all right.
He wrote,
Jesus, I
he
just don't
wrote
like
Allen
the
Iverson's
Spurs.
job.
No.
To
Stephen
the
A. Smith has,
ESPN
like-
and shows no appreciation.
Yeah, he's kinda
That's
shitty,
the
dude.
only reason why he made it was because of Iverson. It's
Yeah.
practice, going to the Philadelphia reporter,
Yeah.
and no appreciation.
No, and this whole speculation of Kevin Durant and like where he's going to go, as far as like could he go to Houston, could he go to
Oh, he's
Washington?
going to Washington.
And now Stephen
Done.
A. Smith came out after Kevin Durant attacked a report that Stephen A. had put out saying Stephen A. had close information, like close ties to information about where KD was going, and KD said, "No, man, you don't. You have no idea."
Dude, when can
Yeah.
we do that?
Stephen A. Smith came out and said,
Sportsball
"Don't."
sources.
He said, "You are not. I'm not the guy you want to mess with." Like threaten Kevin Durant about like, "Don't fuck with me," or what's going to happen. You piece of shit. God, I fucking hate both of you.
Was it
Wow.
Kirk Herbstreit? Who was the guy who he had the same kind of attitude and ESPN fired him?
No, that was
Herbstreit's
that was
still there.
oh,
Oh, it was
that was the other shitty
Colin
white
Cowherd.
guy.
Colin
No,
Cowherd.
it wasn't Colin
Colin
Cowherd.
He got
also
fired
another
recently.
shitty guy.
Hey, real quick,
I just-
someone
I don't know,
on
I-
the Twitter line has pointed out that Odell Beckham is actually on the cover of Madden this year, not Sherman. So that must have been
Yeah, Sherman
last
was
year. I
last
don't know if
year.
that's true or not. I don't know if we have it back there, but so thank you very much, Ole. And I'm not going to even try to pronounce your last name.
You know who's great every year? Who I wish was having a bad year? Peyton Manning. Oh wait, got it covered.
Why do you not like Peyton Manning?
No, seriously,
Peyton
what's
Manning
wrong
seems
with
like one
you?
of the nicest guys
That's
ever.
like un-American.
Like, I mean, absolutely, he's having a terrible year this year. But what do you not like about him?
I don't know, man. I mean, granted, he was a division rival and he beat us like almost
Okay.
almost
what it
twice
is.
a year,
That's
every
it.
year.
Is it- is it
But
that?
there's just something.
Just
God,
pointing
there's
out how-
something about his
how
attitude.
terrible
Like
the Texans were.
seeing him on the sidelines, just like after every playoff loss, and like I don't know his attitude with this team. Like when he was yelling at Jeff Saturday. Like I can't
That was
put
like
my finger on
10
it.
years ago,
I don't know,
man.
man. I cannot put my finger
No,
on
it's
why
'cause
no.
you're-
I've always liked Brady. There's something about Peyton
No,
Manning
you know what it is? I
can't
think it's
stand.
because you're against people with 5 heads. And Peyton Manning, you could land a helicopter on that fucking thing, and that's probably what it is.
Ouch, man. That is low.
Well, if you can't figure out a reason, that's
Jeez,
probably it.
dude.
I love Peyton Manning.
That
Brandon
is-
hates him.
he
It's
is a
not me.
comedian.
Brandon
Gosh,
hates
I do
Peyton
not
Manning.
know why I do not like. He's really funny.
Yeah, he's funny. He's been on Saturday Night Live a couple times.
He's like, I hate him,
Yeah.
but I like everything about him. He's funny.
funny.
He's
Well,
a good football
you
player.
can
but I
hate
just
someone and
don't
still
like
respect him. Like, I hate the Spurs, but I respect how
I
good
just
of a
look
damn
at
team
him like
they
how he
are.
talked about Mike Vanderjagt back in the day. He said some mean things about his kicker.
What happened to your
Mike
voice?
Vanderjagt was an asshole. That's
Yeah,
why.
he wasn't great. But I didn't like how Mike Vanderjagt, like, he lost a playoff game against, I think it was Pittsburgh. He muffed a kick. And you see Peyton Manning on the sideline being like, he missed it. And, like, you know, cursing. And it's like, dude, I get he can be an asshole. He was the most accurate kicker in the NFL up to that point. Don't call him out like that. And then he sucked after that, Vanderjagt, and they got rid of him.
Exactly.
apart.
Exactly. That's what
Shattered his
happened.
confidence.
Peyton needs to rest. He's not going to play next week.
Who do you want going down?
Who do I want going down? I mean, besides Stephen A. Smith, who would I want going down? I would want the Kardashians, honestly.
Wait,
They would be-
those
would be like, that's one of the reasons why people hate America are those bitches.
You want all-
and that
you- wait,
includes,
God.
when I say those
Tyler,
bitches,
you want all-
that includes Caitlyn Jenner.
You want all three of them to go down?
The whole fucking family. Jesus
Wow.
Christ. Just load them up in a boat and sink them in the middle of the ocean. And that would solve a lot of our fucking problems. Nobody's on board with me on this one?
Well, yeah, I don't know if I go that harsh with it, but yeah,
They don't-
absolutely. The Kardashians,
they're fucking garbage.
They're a whole
They're
family
trash.
of.
What harm do they do?
They're a family of reality stars
Well,
based
first
off
of
a
all,
porn star.
They
I mean,
got
that's what
OJ
it is, right?
acquitted, which, I mean,
Yeah, well, that's a whole other.
that's
thing.
a whole nother thing. By the way, he fucked Kris Jenner, and that made Khloe. That's not Robert Kardashian's daughter. Like, she looks like a linebacker.
We are off the
can see
wheels,
it.
folks. We are
So
off the wheels.
that's the two people. Like, those are the things I'd like to see the Kardashians go down. Who else would I send to the mattresses? I'm not sure. Those two people for sure. What about?
and then Jack, it's the entire.
Well, what about this
the
guy,
entire
Brandon?
San Antonio
not
Spurs
looking.
team.
He's not looking at the monitor. Don't let him look at the monitor.
What is that supposed to mean? What did is this a bad year coming
No,
up
it was
for me?
actually he was trying to curse the
cursed?
woman sitting behind you. I think there's a woman who's photobombing you over your shoulder. If you can see, yeah, back there. That's the one. It's not you. He's trying to curse. It's clearly that he was doing the polite thing of not like you
dude.
want to. You know, I don't know. He's
Dude,
probably
Brandon,
So
you
if you're
are-
listening, we are looking at a. I assume this is photoshopped, or is Madden going to make an announcement that I am
You assume
on
this
the
is
next?
Photoshop? Did you have a photo shoot? And,
Dude, you looked rough in that picture, man. You looked real. I'm
Yeah,
not
what
trying to
is
be
that
mean, but
from?
like it looked like
That might have
you-
been Atlanta back in the day. Years ago.
yeah, you looked rough. It looks like
I
you needed.
stabbed the guy with Ray Lewis.
You needed a. You know what you
well,
needed?
that's what you do when you're Atlanta.
You needed to get some rest. That's what that looked like. You needed to get some rest. And speaking of that, if you're looking to get a good night rest, like I am every night, I like to sleep on a Casper mattress, and that's what I've been doing. Casper mattress is probably the most comfortable mattress I've ever slept on. I bought a really nice one, not a Casper one, just another regular mattress, thinking it was a nice deal. It was like that faux Tempur-Pedic.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't even compare. Like Casper is unbelievable, and so we have a pretty good deal for you. As you know, if you're watching Sportsball, we always have good deals for you. You get free shit. So you get $50 off any mattress purchase by visiting Casper.com/sportsball, and then you enter the promo code. What do you think the promo code is?
Is it going to be Sportsball?
It's Sportsball.
Hey,
That's amazing. So you do that. If you remember all that, you get the $50 off your mattress, and it's awesome. And the best thing about it too, here's the biggest thing, is like when you go to get a mattress, you always have to like take a truck or like you got a strap to your car. It's a fucking hassle. Casper just comes in a box, and the bed will expand.
That's awesome.
So you don't
Yeah.
have to deal with any of that shit of like getting in a mattress. Like it's just carry the box in, put it on, and it's good to go. So go to Casper.com. It's a great place. It's excellent.
Coming off the Twitter line, we have a lot of people saying the Patriots and Tom Brady should end up on the cover. A lot of people do not like Tom Brady. Someone said Roger Goodell, which is a good one.
Dude,
Roger Goodell,
people
I think.
love
Great.
Tom
That'd be a
Brady.
great one.
People love Tom Brady.
Clearly, these people who
People
are
hate
watching our show
winners.
do not like Tom Brady. I
People-
love Tom Brady.
I do too.
You know who's the top jersey sales this month? Tom Brady. And if he's not first this season, he's at least second. And the Patriots haven't moved. They haven't even changed their jerseys. Brady's
Wait,
jersey is
when
the
you
same
say move,
today
like move
to another
location?
city.
Yeah.
Their jersey is
Were
the
they
same
playing in
today
that
as
movie?
it was like 13 years ago. What I'm saying is the jersey hasn't changed. The team name hasn't changed. People are buying the same jersey that they've been selling for Brady for like 12 or 13 years. So this whole thing about people don't like Brady, fuck, not according to the numbers.
No.
No, I'm serious. Like, this is such a people. What?
Well, really, you put anyone in that system, they're going to sell jerseys. So,
man. It's awesome.
All right, someone said Murphy says Sportsball more like Saltball. Holy shit, you guys.
Hey, no, I'm just speaking the truth. If nobody else wants to, I'm going to.
David Beckham.
David Beckham?
What's
What's wrong with David Beckham?
Why are you jealous of guys that are like they're good-looking guys who are good at their sports and they have hot wives? I love those guys.
It's
You
because
just like Posh,
it's
don't
because
you?
nobody understands that Posh Spice never sang in any of the Spice Girls songs.
So why are you taking
she
it
was
out of
just
him?
kind of there.
Put Posh Spice in the cover, not him. What did he have to do with anything?
Guilty by association, man. I went back and I watched a bunch of the Spice Girls videos, and dude, Posh.
Wait. Let's
Not singing.
So
Rewind on that one?
you are at home and you're like, what am I gonna do tonight? I had some pizza for dinner. I'm gonna look at some Spice Girls videos.
You never reminisce about the 90s?
I should throw them on the Apple TV so I get them on the big screen and then watch the Spice Girl videos. And what happened?
It was a good video. They had a almost seamless one take.
So when you
video.
think 90s, when you reminisce about the 90s, that's what you think about as Spice Girls?
They were popular in the 90s.
Okay, moving right along,
Oh, look, there
Jesus
they are.
Christ.
That's
Jesus.
scary. There's Ginger Spice. What was their names? I don't know.
Ginger, yeah, if you can name all the Spice Girls, we'll send you a prize. No, we won't. Just kidding.
Yeah,
all right,
just
so moving on. Speaking of
email
curses,
Brandon.
people are mad at me for apparently
Everything.
cursing thing.
Everything.
Everybody is blaming their team losing, their player going down, David McDavid or Connor McDavid, whatever the fuck that hockey player's name was.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because he
David
got
McDavid,
hurt.
that's a car dealership.
He's not there anymore. So that happens, and it's not my fault that things go down the way they do. But maybe this weekend was different because this weekend, College Game Day, well, it's in Waco. If you don't know where Waco is, it's north of Austin, and it's a shithole. And it's also where
I was gonna say it's in between two good cities.
it's in between two good cities.
Follow the sirens and the sounds of cults committing mass suicide.
Jesus. God damn.
Reminiscing about the 90s.
It's the 90s episode. So
I mean, that's what most people know Waco for, right?
Welcome
Waco.
to Sportsball, where we desperately try to get ourselves removed from the
Jesus
broadcast.
Christ.
What do people know Waco?
every single
they
week.
know it for that and for going to College Game Day because Baylor took on Oklahoma this weekend.
They did.
A huge game. Baylor was undefeated coming into this game. A lot of playoff hopes going into this game for a team that got left out of the conversation. Them and TCU, that was a big hubbub last year in college football. A huge game for Baylor to get a really big marquee win to
Their
move forward.
first marquee
Their
win.
first marquee
They
win.
basically
right.
played a preseason
So,
up to this point.
I
Yeah.
decided, I was like, we got to go up to game day. We have to do this. We have to go up there. We have to do something. So I went to Marcus, our amazing art director, who's just a fucking genius. And I'm like, dude, I need you to make me a sign, literally like that one behind me. And I need you to strap that on my back. So he made this amazing get-up.
Wait, so that's not this one here. That's a new one.
No, it's a new one.
Jesus.
So he made
That
this
is a
for me
giant strap-on
in
sign. Strap-on
he made
sign.
this for me in 30 minutes. It was amazing. And so we went to Baylor. We had an amazing
looks
time.
painful.
It wasn't. It was actually really lightweight. The board is made of foam.
Nice.
It's a lightweight strap-on.
It's a
sign?
lightweight strap-on. Sometimes you don't want to be too rough.
Okay.
Other times you do.
Clearly made the cheerleaders happy.
It's a
That's all we
Baptist
gotta
town.
say.
I'm not sure.
All we gotta
I'm not
say.
sure if Baptists are really into strap-ons. I'm not sure. You got to get two of them. There's a joke about getting two of them together at the river with alcohol. I don't know.
Something
what it is.
about bears are in there.
Something
Why
about
not?
bears.
Sure,
Fucking
let's
fucking
get
the
it
bears.
all
I don't know.
out there.
So anyways, we went to game day. It was a lot of fun, and I took our intern Stab with us, and Stab took some footage. And we actually have a little preview because I'm doing
great.
kind of like an ESPN 30 for 30. Like, what if I told you I went to College Game Day? And this was kind of like what it was like. So we'll release the full video later on, but I thought we'd give you guys a little preview of what it was.
Is it at the airport?
All right, Rooster Teeth, Sportsball is here at Game Day. We're here up in Waco, Baylor, OU. I got the official mascot right here, which is pretty badass. How you doing today, Baylor? Doing good? All right. Awesome. So we are here for College Game Day. If you don't know what College Game Day is, it's that right there.
Cool.
Sweet, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
That was the promotional video we made.
I was in New York this
go.
weekend. Yeah, I got an email. I was like, "Hey, we're going to game day this weekend." I was like, "Oh, dude, that'd be." Oh, I'm in New York City. This
I was
weekend.
shooting all day Friday, and at 1 a.m. I got home. I was like,
excuses.
Tyler, no, I was like, Tyler, you need any help? I'll go.
No.
But
No,
you met
you
you
were
met
not
some,
like that.
You met some cool people while you're out there, right?
I wanted to
We
go.
did. We met amazing fans. So many members from the artsy community out there. It was a blast. Like, so many people were blown away. Huge fans of Rooster Teeth. Some of them Sportsball. But go check out the video. We had a lot of fun. We interviewed a ton of people.
Were there ones that go, I'm not a fan of Sportsball?
I would ask people, like, what's your favorite show? Like, holding this gigantic Sportsball sign, which I really like the Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Fucking sign
you
above my head.
can't really
But
argue
anyways,
with that. I mean, the Let's Plays are
we had
pretty
some
good.
fans. Nika.
Oh, nice.
She made this sign for us. It is a Baylor Bear. This is their mascot.
There you go.
Fucking the Sooner Schooner.
Wow,
with
yeah,
his bear dick.
Kind of mounting it.
You can't really see it, but it's right there.
It's masked by the schooner.
And it says Sick'em, which is what the Baylor Bears are.
Sick'em Bears with the logo.
With the logo, and then Love for Perry, which is awesome, which is great. So
Very cool.
thank you so much, Nika. And we have another sign coming as well.
I don't know if a scale on a bear is accurate versus a wagon.
Maybe it's a really tiny wagon. Maybe it's a combination of the two.
I mean, he's clearly mounting it.
So
though.
where is the
mounting.
tour? Where's the next stop on the
So the next
Sportsball
stop, I
tour?
mean, that's
and
kinda-
do we have a van and is it painted?
I don't know, Mr. Head of
Says
Live
free
Action. You
candy
want
on the side.
to give some money out, and maybe we go up to TCU,
Can I- so
Oklahoma
do
State,
I get to take this
or
show?
Baylor?
This is my show
Yeah,
now.
you can
Nice.
totally have the show.
I'll go with you.
So, also just getting reports in now from our crew that we have Cole on the ground in Moscow. I
Oh, he
believe we
landed.
have Cole.
Man,
so
he went through
before
customs fucking
So we're gonna go to
fast.
Cole just in a second. So. Here's one of the bigger stories that's going on right now that I'm not sure if people have heard enough about, but it's huge. It's gigantic. It's literally an entire country being left out of the Olympics potentially. So if you haven't been keeping up with this, Russia is in trouble. Shocking, right? Because that never happens with Putin or anything like that, or the new KGB, which is the FSB. It doesn't really matter. They're all the same. So Russia has been getting in trouble and recently just got in trouble, and it was spotlighted that their track and field team, in preparation for this coming Olympics, the summer in Rio de Janeiro, has been caught doping. Huge allegations came out. The IAAF, which is kind of the international body that checks on doping, on whether or not you're following regulations, stuff like that, they came down with a report saying that the Russians were doping wide scale, that basically KGB, aka FSB agents, were infiltrating anti-doping agencies and posing as scientists.
Who is surprised?
So
Wow.
basically, like carrying around, like, this isn't a tainted sample, and like throwing it in the trash. Like, I mean, serious stuff.
That's awesome.
Talking over like 1,400 samples contaminated. We're talking about a lot of stuff. So I figured we could go to Cole, who's on the ground right now in Moscow. We sent him out there to get some more answers about what's going on with this situation, because potentially Russia could be left out of the Olympics completely if they don't clean up their act. So
That's not a minor thing.
no, that is not
Russia
a minor thing.
huge.
It's a huge, it's a
Yeah.
really big deal. So Cole, can you hear us?
Tyler, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Cole, how's Moscow, buddy? How's it going?
It's crazy. We're talking destruction of evidence.
Wait,
We're talking espionage.
what's crazy?
We're talking,
What's going on?
we're talking destruction of evidence. We're talking murder,
Murder? What do you mean murder? Murder?
like death.
Okay.
Murder.
I mean, what's going on? Where are you hearing about all this stuff?
There.
Okay.
The
Kremlin.
Tetris place?
The
Okay,
Kremlin.
so this doesn't really seem. I mean,
have
where did
Putin
you
himself.
find all this information? Why aren't officials commenting on this at all? Or
Here is a Russian official right now. This is President Vladimir Putin. Hello, Sportsball.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi, President Putin. How nice of you to join us today.
Nice to be joined with you.
Yes, absolutely. So is there a reason why you're joining the show today?
Yes, I would like to stamp out horrible rumors about the Russian athletics program. Absolutely no tampering, no doping is happening in Russia. And I should know because I am former KGB, so I have best of information.
Okay,
Everything is above the board.
well, Mr. President, that doesn't really seem to be the case. A lot of serious allegations have come down on the Russian Federation. I mean, we're talking about agents, getting rid of contaminated samples that they've been injecting athletes with God knows what. I mean, is that really true? Or
I would like to dispel rumor. There is no God, but even even if there was, we know what is being injected and is a false propaganda campaign being spread by the West. It's very safe. It's all very clean. It's good, healthy, organic. America likes organic things. I'll give you an example. This is a shot put athlete coming for Olympics. His shot put. Look, I have. I will do injection right now for you. You will see this is very safe. 1 second. Hold the microphone for me.
Can the athlete speak to this? What is he exactly giving you? Have you taken this before?
Yes, many times. This is all natural, 100% straight from ground.
No side effects?
No side effects. It's made my Russian accent almost unnoticeable, though.
If you can see, it has it's a smiley face on it. It's very nice.
Okay.
It's above
Well, that
board.
clears things up.
So we watch. We will show you what it's like. I will do injection myself. I'm president of Russia. Sometimes I am doing the injection. 1 second. Here, watch. Okay, we just let this take effect. There we go. Very nice. Very good. And you see.
Okay. A lot of questions right there. Why are you administering drugs? I mean, there has to. You can't do that. There's got to be protocol. I mean, what if there's like adverse side effects to all of this?
There are no adverse side effects. As you can see, it's a very, very natural process.
That's not the. Are you the same athlete that you just injected?
This is Dmitry. He's shot put athlete.
Well, let him speak for himself, sir.
We will.
Sir, are you the same person that he just injected?
Duh.
It's Russian for yes. Da is Russian for yes.
I don't know what to say
Dude,
there.
there's a 20% chance the real Vladimir Putin gets a memo on his desk tomorrow morning saying like, Tyler Code declares war on KGB. You really think the KGB doesn't have somebody planted at this company?
No, they
at
don't.
This point,
Nobody.
we have enough people working here. That's bound to happen.
No, that's not at all. No,
I don't know. Those animators have been looking shifty lately.
Absolutely not. No,
Jesus.
absolutely not. Listen.
He could kill you with a Super Bowl ring.
He did.
Why does he have a Super Bowl ring?
Reportedly
He stole it.
one from Robert Kraft.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude does not fuck around.
Steal some macaroni.
I
and a Super Bowl ring.
I am a little worried now.
Nobody can be surprised
But you know what?
about all of this.
You want to know what?
What's up?
I did something that I'm proud of. I took a stance.
You
I
did.
took a stance against doping, against bribery and blackmail, and I will always take a stance. And you can take a stance too, because that is one of our new clients, Stance. Stance is a sock company. Stance is a sock company that we just partnered up with. That is amazing. But instead of me talking about these socks, I figured today we'd maybe get a sock model. And joining us to show off these amazing socks that Stance.com can provide for you is our very lovely, our very talented Mr. Miles Luna. Look at Mr. Miles Luna whenever the switcher decides.
There we go. Look at his beautiful feet.
Look at those. Now, Stance is an amazing company. I mean, guys, listen. Stance takes socks to performance level design and quality. If you run, play basketball, golf, even ski or snowboard, you have to try the Stance socks engineered specifically for your sport. Targeted cushioning, where you need it, with heat control and wicking to keep you cool and dry. As you can see right here.
Oh, watch these.
Beautiful socks. So listen, guys.
There was a broadcasting live. No dump on this one, folks.
How are they so smooth?
Well, Brandon,
legs?
these are what the pros wear. So listen, you need to go to Stance.com. And if you're not wearing Stance, listen, guys, you're just wearing socks. So, Miles, thank you so much for showing off these amazing socks this afternoon. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good,
Lovely
good.
job. Lovely job. Yes.
Oh, yeah. He just touched his balls with those hands.
That's right, Jack.
So where are we going now? I'm just along for the ride.
You're along
I
for the
have
ride.
no
Are
idea what's happening.
No one's
We
surprised about Russia cheating.
No, not really.
And like, the Olympics back in the day, people used to sit out, make political statements. Like Russia sat out in L.A. I think, the U.S. sat out. The year later,
we traded boycotts.
Cycle later,
it was 80
to 84, or 76 to 80.
It's like they boycotted. We boycotted first, and they boycotted in L.A. And everybody's like,
So we know they're cheating there. We know like the Chinese are cheating with their girl, like the female gymnasts. Isn't there always a
Allegedly.
scandal? Because like the
Allegedly.
minimum is like 14. At least 14 years
Thank you.
old.
No.
And their girls are at least are like 11 or 12
They're
months.
clearly or 11 or 12 months.
Yes, they were.
Allegedly.
But yes, I agree with you. China was definitely cheating. Those girls were not of age. And I hate that even saying that makes
You
me
can
feel
piss off Ireland. That's a small country.
Dude,
China
they're
is
totally
not
true,
tiny.
man. Those girls weren't of age, man.
Oh
like
my
that
God.
just makes me feel
You
creepy.
want to go after North
inside to say
Korea
that.
while we're at it? Let's do it.
Fuck North Korea.
There you go.
All I'm saying is
there we go.
international athletic competition. It's all.
It is.
It's all unregulated.
And China's when they did their opening ceremony in 08, scared the shit out of me.
That was intense, man.
Because they had the whole goddamn country there, or at least like 5 or 6 sweatshops from around the block that all came and like were pounding on the fucking drums. And
It was just like the Apple factory.
Real quick, before we get too far away from it, someone pointed out that Russia might lose their presence in the Olympics, but they still have FIFA coming up in a couple of years. So
yes, they do.
Yeah, at some point you got to figure there's a lot of just like crazy shit going on there. And like, at what point is this going to expand from just something like the Olympic Committee looking at them to FIFA?
Well, I think FIFA's that whole organization is in shambles as well.
Yeah. But I mean, like at this point, clearly they're establishing some form of corruption. They're proving corruption now and cheating. Is this something that could spill into other sports?
I don't think so, because these organizations don't have any sort of significant regulation. Like, remember the Olympics? Everybody got fired back after the Salt Lake City scandal because Salt Lake City, Utah, got the Winter Olympics. Allegedly, or I don't know, maybe proven, because they had the Olympic representatives, the committee there, and they got them like drinks and prostitutes and the strippers, and then they flushed out all of those guys. I mean, it just happens over and over again. So I think like national sports organizations have way too much regulations. In both like the public and then also with the government for any of that shit to ever happen.
But this is a big deal. I mean, this is pretty unprecedented that an entire country as big as Russia, which is always one of the top medal counts, always in the Olympics, to be like, you're not competing at all.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty insane. I think smaller countries are countries that are getting involved.
Do we know that definitively? Like, has it been decided, or are they talking about it?
Look at fucking Putin, man. Oh, like if it's happened, like no. So they're suspended indefinitely for right now. So they have a chance to get back into the good graces of the IAAF.
They will be in there.
Which it's going to be hard to keep them out. They're going to have to clean up their act a lot, but we'll have to see. I think it's funny though that they have the new KGB and it's called the FSB. They just keep switching around letters. Like nobody's going to know.
Let's put them on those bingo things to pull out a few. All right, now
Putin keeps swapping positions. He's president. He's prime minister. He's
president again.
So
it's awesome.
On Twitter, Matthew Lyon says Miles Luna putting the ball in Sportsball today. So
did we really get? Did we get ball?
I don't know. A lot of people are saying nutsack here on the Twitter line. So, yep, yeah.
Oh, that is awesome.
We'll have to go back. So if you caught that one live, make sure to.
I'll look out for the GIF.
We'll make that available.
Amy says, when Putin came on, I laughed so hard I shot borscht out of my nose. Wasn't even eating borscht at the time.
What is borscht?
That's some Russian thing.
Is that a
right?
babushka thing?
Yeah.
Or is that a Polish thing with the babushkas?
Guys,
what is it?
I don't know. That's pretty close.
We're already getting tweets. So there we go.
We're looking at a screenshot right now.
It's awful close there.
It's awful close.
And I love that it's stance.com. If you're not wearing stance, you're just wearing socks.
Well, he's not wearing much other than socks at that point.
This is one of those like Britney Spears, Paris Hilton pictures, when they're always getting out of the car and there's a photographer right there.
So if you could take that photo and then make like a picture of it, Photoshop it to him like Miles getting out of a limo or like
next to Britney Spears and Paris Hilton's vagina.
Because we all know that Miles hangs out with those people. Yeah.
Thank you, Lana Del Bay, for sending that over. Good
Lana
God.
Del Bay, Jesus Christ. Oh, what a show.
What a show.
Why don't we class this up a little bit?
Let's class it up a little bit.
As we always do, because I know we want to get into some basketball talk with Brandon and whatnot. This has turned quickly into one of everyone's favorite segment, I believe. It's certainly my favorite.
It's one of my favorites, too.
It's so great. It's that segment. It's that time of the day for Fuck You, Tyler.
Hey!
And then it plays.
Thank you, Jesus Lord, for not putting that goddamn curse on the Patriots. Oh, if you cursed us, fuck you, Tyler. But you're a good guy.
Tyler, go suck my dick, you rotten motherfucker. That fumble in the Hawks game was your fault. Your fault.
Even though the Patriots still won, they only won by 1 point. So fuck you, Tyler.
Hey, Tyler, fuck you. Oklahoma Sooners won. Baylor sucks ass. Texas can suck our big ass dicks. Fuck you, Tyler.
Fuck you, Tyler. It was great meeting you, but you had to pick Baylor. If you really hated OU, you would have picked them because you know you have bad luck.
Fuck you, Tyler. We're gonna fucking win this shit.
What are you gonna win?
Fuck you, Tyler. You should take that fucking incestual dog from the Aggies and fuck it so that maybe it doesn't have your curse and one of our teams will actually win.
Tyler fucking Co. God damn it. Do you know what game I just finished watching? Yes, it was the Seahawks game, which you picked. God fucking damn it. You're lucky you're hot.
Tyler, you are so fucking lucky that the Patriots won. Oh my God, I can't believe that you would pick the Patriots and then Edelman gets injured and oh my God, just fuck you, Tyler. Fuck you.
Hi, Tyler. I'm sorry that everyone says fuck you. I love you. Okay, Tyler. I'm going to take a page out of Tropic Thunder here, and I want you to take a step back from the phone and literally fuck your own face!
Yeah, I would just like to say that I'm a really big fan of Sportsball. I enjoy all the work you guys do over there, and I'm really happy to continue watching you guys in the future. I think the most important thing is Tyler sucks a fucking big bag of dicks, a piece of fucking shit.
Listen, Tyler, I know what you want. If you're looking for a ransom, I can tell you I don't have the money. What I do have is a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a very long time. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you stop rooting for teams and making bad picks, that'll be the end. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will find you. Fuck you, Tyler.
That was good. That was a good
I feel
round,
like half
right?
those people don't even know this is a sports show.
Yeah,
they just generally don't like your face.
There's people are just writing this like in restrooms now. It's like, call this number and say fuck you to this guy.
Which is great. I think it's awesome because I mean it's I don't know, it's great. I love it. It's just great.
Is this what you hope for? Like, I'll become a minor internet celebrity and have people call me and tell me fuck you. All
Look,
right.
man, just wait till your mom hears all of this stuff. That's a sad conversation.
No, my mom.
My poor mother.
Oh, my poor mother. Yeah, she's actually heard stuff before about. I used to be like a client for a strip club. Like way back in the day.
Client for a strip club.
Well, like I was
what?
like I would do voiceover commercials for a strip club.
Phrase it like that, man.
Sorry,
To start with.
and I used to have to like go.
You were a contract
like,
That's
employee.
another way
for
of
a strip
saying
club.
I'm a giant pervert.
I had to go to the strip club for certain events, had to like DJ certain things, and my mom.
Oh,
hated
God, you're that guy.
Yeah, I was that guy.
Wow.
It's not like I enjoy doing it. I hated it every second of it. It's a sinful place. Sucks your soul dry. Anywho, there was a great.
What else is going on in sports? How many more of these do we have to get through?
No, we have
Jesus
nothing. That
Christ.
was the fuck you segment.
Oh, okay.
I figured we could probably talk about some of the upsets, like, and just the craziness that is the NFL right now.
Or any sport.
Yeah, or any sport. Yeah.
Did you watch any of the Patriots versus Giants? That was an
yes,
amazing
I did.
game.
That was
What is it about
pretty
those
awesome.
two teams that when they get together and something huge is on the line, like an undefeated season or a Super Bowl?
Yeah. The Giants come out against the
Well,
Patriots.
they
I
don't
don't know
play.
what it is, man.
They don't play. They only play every 4 years
Yeah.
or the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And there's something about it that I don't know why.
Coughlin's got the
but there's,
number.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
something about the Giants, something about New York that
Like, I think
they
up
can't
until
chase.
this game, like New York was 3-1 against the Giants the last 4 games. I think I could be wrong, or against the Patriots, but I could be wrong about that.
But yeah, they only play- they
is our
play
stat
every
guy
4
back
years.
from Russia yet?
Yeah,
So-
Cole, have you made it back from Russia?
Hey,
Oh, no,
back.
you're just hanging out in Russia.
No, he's just hanging out in front of a picture of Russia. He's not
Yeah,
actually
this
in
is-
Russia
this is
anymore.
green
That was
screen,
crazy,
Tyler.
dude.
Green
Radically
screen.
different. So
Now he's hanging out in front of a green screen.
What do you got to fucking ruin it, man? It's a real thing.
No, he was actually in Russia.
You call it out every now
15
and then.
minutes
and
ago,
the
but
Oh,
you
people
don't
don't
like
break that fourth
you
wall.
call it
Now
out
he's
every
back.
now
Oh,
and
God
then,
damn it. Now he's in fucking.
and people
airport
like
now.
that.
No, he's
back.
Yeah, he's back. He's at the airport. He
All right,
landed.
good. I'm glad you're back in Austin, Cole.
He's safe.
I'm glad to see it.
Couldn't take me down.
Good. I'm glad. That was scary, dude. He's a scary man.
Man, I'm trying to look for more stuff with the Sportsball hashtag, and all it is Miles is nuts. So
No.
Thank you.
Hey, guys. Nut. Singular.
allegedly his nut.
Allegedly.
Thank
It
you
was
for
one nut.
squeezing it over there so we can get the phone number on.
I don't know if we only saw one or if he only has one.
That's
but
true.
There was only one in there. Yeah. Gosh, like a lot of fun games. I mean,
Well, I
anytime
mean,
you
it
see
was
the
in
Giants Patriots play.
It's been insane to see a lot of premier quarterbacks go down this year, and like the
Like the
position almost being,
Kardashians?
yes, like the Kardashians, like that one video with Ray J. Yes, I remember that one. It's more like, Gee, that's the claim to fame with Kim.
You started it.
Yeah.
You guys,
Anyway.
Anywho.
you guys
Yeah,
are
so
perverts.
listen, okay, what happened to Peyton Manning this weekend? Does anybody
Well,
know what
first
the
of all,
hell happened to Peyton
he's just
Manning?
banged up. He tore something.
Told you this would happen, Tyler. At the
Yeah, I
beginning
know
of the
what you
year.
said.
What-
okay,
Cole,
yeah,
Cole,
he's
what
old.
was that?
Plantar fasciitis.
Plantar fasciitis. That is a thing in your body that when you tear it, you can't play football for a while. So that happened to Peyton Manning. He's also had trouble with both of his shoulders, his hands. Yes, you fucking told me months ago that an old guy might get hurt. It was like
No, I said
groundbreaking
this was the
fucking
point that
news.
he's going to break down. No, Peyton Manning. I don't know why I keep doing this. This is in my mind.
This is
you.
what I'm doing? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's crazy is they said, I heard he would only miss a week. How do you tear something in your foot and only miss a week?
It's a partial tear, I guess. I don't know. But he's been down. Aaron
I'm a
Rodgers
giant
has gone
pussy.
down. It's amazing to see at this point in the season that the Vikings are 7-2, that the Panthers are undefeated still, which is shocking. Patriots are hanging in there as well. It looks like this could almost be a repeat for the Broncos back in the day when they started off 6-0 and then just fell back to earth.
That's why it's. And I feel like I brought this up before, and people are like, that's so obvious, but it's seriously not in the forefront of your mind. Injuries play such a giant factor. Like, we want to talk about this team's better than this team's better than this team, and it's like, God dang, dude, at the end of the day, it's the team that can stay healthy, which isn't a sign of your talent.
I mean, look at the Cowboys. And the Cowboys were 2-0 to start the season. They lost Romo, and now they've lost seven in a row.
Yeah,
7 and 8 weeks.
Yeah, how many games?
Bengals and the Panthers were the healthiest two teams.
Bengals and the Panthers are the healthiest two teams. Well, there you
Which,
go.
by the way, I have a beef to pick with the fucking Bengals. Because I already called that the Bengals.
You mean
go
like
to the
Andy
Super Bowl.
Dalton being a little bitch?
Jesus Christ, we have to call this out. This is ridiculous.
I just embarrassed myself on national TV, but the only thing I want to talk about is my feelings being hurt from my little guns. Come on, seriously. You're a man. You're an adult.
Allegedly.
Look, man. It's
Brandon.
like you came on Monday Night Football, and I get it. You've played Sunday Night Football.
Can we
You've
give
been
the people the
You got
context?
Monday Night Football. You choked, man. You had a bad game against a bad team. You come out and you own it. And the first report that you said is complaining about a little silly joke that J.J. Watt gave? That's what you have to say coming out of a game like that. Not like, man, I really got to play harder, or, it's just one loss, but we got to bounce back. It's like, why were they making fun of my fun nickname? Be a professional. Be an adult.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's give them context.
Let's explain what the hell has happened to Brandon.
For those of you just joining us and Brandon just fucking yelling.
Vladimir Putin was here earlier, and so were Miles' balls. So you've missed a good show if you're tuning in right now. If you're on Twitter right now going, hey, Sportsball's blowing up, what happened?
I know.
It was all that before.
Bengals,
Welcome to the
Texans,
show.
Monday Night Football. Bengals are undefeated to the shock of everyone. They get defeated by the Texans. Sloppy game. Good win for the Texans. Awful loss for the Bengals. This is what star defensive end, do-it-all player, All-American J.J. Watt said about Andy Dalton's performance.
I quote it.
Well, we have the video. We have the technology.
Oh, wow.
We have the technology.
Fucking fancy.
Let's show J.J. Watt whenever we can.
Is this Shannon again?
And he will soon be joining us on the screen whenever we have
They're
J.J.
cutting.
Watt.
No,
And
we're getting
it's a good thing,
dead
Brandon, that you
symbols.
told the folks.
So this is the big controversy. J.J. Watt, after the game, super excited. Team went in. No one thought they would win. Says, quote, our goal was to come out here and make the Red Rifle look like a Red Ryder BB gun.
Like, what's his name from Christmas Story?
Red Rifle is
And I
the
think we did that.
nickname
He
for
is
Andy
a
Dalton.
great player, and they are a great team. That's what he said.
So now what did Andy Dalton say in response to that? Do we have that video available for the Sportsball Nation? We do not have that.
I have it.
We don't
Andy
have that
Dalton,
either.
and this is I only read the quote. I didn't hear it, but this is what I imagine it sounded like. I'm disappointed in him because of the integrity of this game, and I have a lot of respect for him. He's a good player, but there are a lot of kids and people who look up to him, and for him to make comments like that, and then it was probably a pause, and he was like holding it back. He's just showing that that's acceptable to say that kind of stuff. Come on, dude.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. You're such a pussy. Shut up.
Shut up,
Shut
man.
up.
Dylan on
Christ.
Twitter has pointed out the J.J. Watt, too far, don't you know gingers have no soul. So that's a good point,
it's
too.
funny because Joel, who's decided to just not be here for whatever reason he's not here, he loves Andy
thanks.
Dalton.
Thanks, Tyler.
No,
I'm sorry.
but I'm glad you're
sorry,
here.
I'm fucking here.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. I love you.
I'm with Putin now.
I think Putin's fucked up our control room. That's how it starts.
Oh, is that what
they
it-
take
that's what-
over
oh,
all the
man.
comms and then they come in.
They put all those weird Russian symbols on the keyboard. They don't know how to
Out,
switch
my
anymore
text
back
line's
there.
down. Is your computer working now? That's what goes on. What were we talking about?
Andy Dalton being a
Oh,
bitch.
Joel. Yeah, Andy Dalton being a bitch. Like he had this
Quarterback
amazing
rating of 30.
No, he's fucking
That's a
terrible.
rough
22
He
for
gave us-
38.
he gave
No
a speech.
touchdown, interceptions.
Yeah, he gave a speech earlier this year that Joel loves where he's talking about, come on, guys, let's go get them. Let's be a really good team and give a good effort, but don't be too mean to them because we're our comrades or some shit like that. And then for him to come out exactly like you said, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up,
this
dude.
biggest shut the fuck up of the year.
Shut the fuck up.
Like,
be a leader and come and say, you know what, we got beat, I had a bad game, but, don't play us next week.
And it's just a testament to that's why you're the fucking Bengals and that's why you're fucking Ohio.
It's worse for them because they got eliminated 2 years in a row by the Texans.
Yeah, and
in the playoffs.
And how good has Andy Dalton looked in those games? He's awful.
Bad.
He's not a big time player. He's great for the regular season, but he is not a big game quarterback whatsoever. If you want to check the stats, go tell me his fucking playoff victories. How about we start right there? And then we start off with the fact that we've been joking about the Bengals being 8-0 this year because we didn't think they were legit. You're not legit, and you're going to get beat by better teams. And you have a quarterback spouting off after your first loss when what you really should have been saying instead of bitching about what this defensive end said is that I should have played better, we should have played better, we didn't come to play tonight instead of whining like a little fucking girl.
Be a leader, and plus,
hot take.
He said that about you.
My God.
He said your team is a great team. So you care about the negative thing that he said about your little nickname more than you care about your. Sorry, you know what? It's done. We get it.
I like when Tyler looks directly into the camera on the one shot.
No, I have nothing but venom for
He's
Andy
a Houston
Dalton.
kid. He's a Houston kid.
He's a Houston kid that went to
and he
TCU. Never liked him at TCU. Didn't like him when he went to the Bengals. And I'm happy this is happening to the Bengals right now. I am sorry, Ohio, but once again, we have these amazing things called roads, trains, and airplanes. You can use any one of those venues to get the hell out of that state.
Ooh.
So that's something else you can do.
Dude, they're in Cincinnati, not Cleveland.
It's Ohio. It's still the same thing, right?
You're just spreading that net wide to get murdered.
I
today,
am.
aren't you?
I'm
just
pissed off.
going after
I'm not going
people.
to Cleveland.
But it's a regular All right.
Eric,
I mean, the world
You go
turns,
hang out
man.
with
But
Johnny
there's
Football?
there's always things that are they're going to stay the same, Jack. And that is that Ohio sucks. Russia's always going to be Russia. What else?
That's it.
I don't know, but Bengals were undefeated.
the
They
Bengals,
lost.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you're a team, you don't want to go. I don't want to go undefeated in the regular season. You need to lose. You need to feel adversity. And so we have what, 2 undefeateds left?
We have Carolina, we have the
and
Patriots.
the Patriots.
Yeah, and Carolina has looked amazing this year. I don't want to curse them though and say that they're going to go undefeated and go to the Super Bowl because I don't want to piss off Carolina.
Oh, you like Carolina?
I like Carolina.
All right.
Yeah, I like Carolina, but
dude, there's only 8 minutes. Can we go for another 30 minutes?
We have a soft cap. We can keep going. We can extend.
we can extend if we want to.
Let's talk about.
I feel like we still want to talk about some NBA and some college football playoffs, but I know we're not done with the NFL.
We've talked a lot of NFL. I think we can absolutely
We've talked a lot
move
of
on.
Had Dalton.
We talked a lot about.
We got NCAA basketball started up too.
That's
brand new.
We got that.
We got Duke and Kentucky facing off tonight. That's gonna be a hell of a game.
Which is a great game.
Yeah, those guys, the Cameron Crazies, man.
Talk about 2 clean programs that have never gotten into trouble or do anything dirty whatsoever.
Nothing at all.
The epitome of clean college basketball.
You think Coach K and Putin are buddies? Like they high five? They probably they've seen each other, I'm sure, at the Olympics, right?
I have touched Coach K on the head before. I was at a practice once where Coach K was there.
Did you do a slam dunk afterward?
No, I rolled up. I wanted to talk to him, and he was standing below me in the bleachers, and I just tapped on his head because I wanted to get an autograph on my program.
Coach K was below you?
Yeah, he was below me. Look, because he was in the stands. Yes, I know I'm fucking short, Brandon. Shit. And I tapped on his head like this, and then he didn't like it. I mean, it wasn't like
you tapped on Coach K's head.
Well, it was a soft tap. It wasn't like a hard
coach what 5 national championship winning teams, coach 2 Olympic gold medal winning teams. And he's tapped him on his head.
I just wanted to. I just was giving him recognition. Like, hey,
yeah.
Good job.
I tell you what, man. There's no way I could avoid touching Jeff Van Gundy's comb over in the '90s. The old Knicks coach. He had this sweet ass bald spot and then this 4 strips of hair off to the side.
That was the
I would
look.
have rolled that up.
And
can we see a picture?
And done what with it? Rolled
Twirled into my hand. I said I would touch it.
Okay, so you would twirl another man's hair.
Dude, you got to see that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Can you see the picture? Jeff Van Gundy's comb over?
You just talked about twirling another man's hair.
You got to look at it, man.
Aren't you getting married soon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
She
know
doesn't
about
watch this
But
show.
not today.
Allegedly.
Yeah. We also we had Strong over at or wait, no, it's Strong. We got Smart. He's coaching for
Shaka Smart.
University.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
he
that's
is.
actually
Smart.
that's
Strong. That
a
should be
pretty
fun.
solid hire.
No, the NBA is getting going. A lot of the same things this year. Steph Curry is still dominating right now. And of course, like NBA fans, once it gets to the meat of the season, which it's getting there, like we're getting closer,
Yep.
we're going to be diving into that heavy, of course. But basketball is kind of like baseball. At the very beginning, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. This is like
You can't really
you
judge.
look at this.
There's nothing to twirl there.
I agree if
Look
it's
at
a
what you're
random
doing.
year, but if you look at Golden State and and Cleveland picking up where they were left off last year, this is the next two dynasties.
I don't know if I'd go so far to say dynasty.
Yeah.
No. All of basketball is a dynasty. There's like maybe twice, I think the Mavericks and the first Heat championship, where a team didn't win a second championship within a couple years before or after. Like, I think it's in the last 30 years, you have 9 different teams that have won. And then you have a bunch of teams that have won at least 3, maybe more within like a 5 or 6 year span. It's crazy.
And I don't think
so
Golden
whenever
State or
you
Cleveland
get,
are going to be one of those.
Yeah, I don't think. I think.
Oh
LeBron-
man, I mean it's
I could see
based
Golden
on what they
State.
did last year, especially if you looked at the stat breakdowns, they were one of the best. I say stat, there's tons of them, but they're one of the best teams ever statistically in the NBA. And it's only been 11 games, but I haven't seen anything to suggest, unless they get hurt, that they're going to have any other problems. Like, this is going to be the next 2 season, like back-to-back champion or 2 championships within a 3-year span. But go back, look at the NBA champions for the last 30 years, and it's nothing but repeats. Over and over and over.
I think the Cavs right now, man, they are hurting. LeBron is not in his top form anymore. His back is shot, and so I think they're going to start falling apart. Oh yeah,
yeah. I don't think that's a team that can sustain. I'm going to agree with Jack on this one.
As much as I hate to say it, the Spurs are always so damn good, and they got Aldridge down there now too. And it's just like, God damn it! It's like, I mean, I'm ready to cheer for the Spurs as soon as they get rid of Ginobili and Parker.
LeBron's averaging.
LeBron's
averaging 28 games.
Punch.
Sorry,
He's got that douchey face.
LeBron's averaging 27 points a game.
Yeah,
this season.
Yeah, but when it gets down to the nitty gritty, once again, it's going to be him carrying the team on his back. And his back, figuratively and literally, is not going to be able to handle that pressure in the playoffs.
It's the same thing in what happened in Miami. Miami, they didn't win the first year, and it was LeBron heavy. They figured out how to work with it.
I don't think they would beat Golden State again.
The big thing is Kevin Love, figuring out how they can work with Kevin Love. But this is LeBron's world, and we all live in it. We all know it. It's just like you get burnt out talking about how great LeBron is.
Like a Nike ad.
That's the name of the show right there, LeBron's world. We're all living in it.
It is, man. But like, I mean, there's no reason to believe that LeBron's. I mean, he has a lot of years, but no, I mean, there's nothing to suggest that.
Can you do it with the hands in the air, please, when you say this?
No, because LeBron's like a swan. This is you in life. This is LeBron in the NBA. Like he's it. Like, I don't like him. Like, I don't have a jersey, but I get it.
Dude, LeBron's a man, dude. Like, if you have
I'm not
kids,
gonna hang out with him. I mean, I'm one of those things like
dude,
after.
if LeBron James calls, he's like, "Hey, Brandon, what are you doing tonight?" You're like, "I'm sorry, I have anything else to do."
No, I wouldn't. I'm not a dick. But I'm not. I'm not like, oh God, I love LeBron. I mean, the whole decision shit was just such egotistical bullshit.
You would have been like,
granted,
hey.
someone was probably in his head about that, but still.
He also raised a lot of money during that too. Like he made,
Did he?
Yeah, all the proceeds he made off the decision went to a charity.
Yeah,
After it announced that or before?
No.
Oh, you got to get off him for the fucking decision. Like,
he can find other charity. Anyway, look, man, LeBron is what, 31 or 32. He doesn't have any significant injuries that are keeping him out for more than like 15 games a year. What's that?
He's 30.
30.
You're
30.
You're overshooting it. Oof.
He's 30 years old.
LeBron's it, man. This is his year.
All right.
And like every year is, I guess. I guess this is the Cavs' year to put it together. But I mean, again, like Golden State, they're going to be the next 2 champions.
I can see that. I can't see Cleveland do it.
Jordan on Twitter is right now saying, is that because those teams are really good, talking about Golden State and talking about Cleveland and the Spurs, or is it everyone else that sucks? The Spurs will dominate, respect the top 3. So yeah, I mean that's a good point. There's a lot of other teams that are kind of run of the mill right now. Like you always have that cream of the crop that rise, but I mean those middle of the road teams, a lot of them start getting good towards the end of the season. They start putting things together. I mean,
I just feel like there's not even. The NBA is unlike any other sport. There's not even like high teams, middle of the teams. There's the world-class championship teams and everybody else. That's why the Rockets are like, if we can't put together one of the best teams ever, then we're not going to win. Because, I mean, it's you have to have a team that is so good, it is going to be in the finals for more than 1 year or 2 years. Just looking at the trends in the last 30 years. So it doesn't matter the 5th to 10th best team. It matters the top 3 teams, the top 4 teams, and how they're going to do.
You couldn't be more right. We should write a dissertation about it. Listen, on the text line right now, coming in, there is some text messages from Ohio that I want to address before we get to our.
I want to hear this.
Our Pitlo picks.
Here we go.
You ready for the
Pitlo
Pitlos?
picks. Oh yeah, I got a few here.
All right, so some of these, I allegedly said some words about Ohio during the show. I don't remember if I had said anything remotely negative or harsh about the state of Ohio.
I believe you said some negative things about Cleveland.
I never said anything like that, ever. I've never said anything bad. But these come in saying, fuck you, Tyler, go Bucks, which I imagine they're talking about the Buckeyes.
Yeah, no, they're talking about the Buccaneers.
This one, though, is says, here in Cincinnati, I will clean your goddamn toilets if you can get me out of this state.
Wow, all right.
I just wanted to read that to let you people know, yeah, it is that bad up there, okay? So, yes, whoever that is, come down here. You don't have to clean my toilet. We'll get you a job. Like, you be an intern.
It's actually LeBron. He kind of regrets his decision to...
Yeah.
No, it's his home city, man. He went back home.
This one, it says, Jack, what is that number right there? It says, I agree with Tyler. It's almost like 1,000,000,000,000%.
Yeah, there's a lot of zeros after that one.
Fuck out of Ohio. So, for those of you stuck in Ohio, we will pray for you.
Yeah, so Ohio will add you to the list of Ireland and China and Russia of people that want to murder us on this show. So
yes, I mean,
thank you very much. Should we jump into some fantasy stuff from last week?
Yeah, let's do it.
While
And then let's
right.
get to your Pitlo picks after fantasy.
So fantasy was kind of a rough week last week. The 2 top winning.
What are you looking at me like a huge creep for?
What the fuck? I'm not creeping on you. You're the one talking about twirling Van Gundy's hair.
Yeah, I'm not looking at you like a child molester. Can we get a shot of Tyler?
No,
let's see my camera.
Wow.
So, like, look, where's the single?
Brandon
My
hears
single?
fantasy and starts putting things
Is
in
that
his
it?
head, I
This
think.
is my single?
Yeah, that when the light's on.
Have you ever been on a show?
No. So this is like Jack talking about Jack talking about fantasy, and then Tyler looks at me, he's like,
That's sexy. I think people there was someone on.
I feel uncomfortable.
All right.
I don't mean to fuck you. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh man! All right, so fantasy football. We had some rough losses this week. Both Jeff and I, who were tied for first, lost, and ended up now we have a 4-way tie for first.
Yes, we do.
I ended up losing to Cole. Joel actually picked up a win, so he's now at 6-4. Tyler, you're at 7-3. Let's see here. Yeah, you were 6-3. Now you're at 7-3. So congratulations. Welcome to the top. Bruce managed to beat Jeff, and now our 4 teams at the top are me, Tyler, Jeff, and Bruce. So we're all at 7-3.
No shockers
heading
there.
towards the
Champs at the
playoffs.
top.
This week we had some fun matchups. I'm facing off against Joel, so 7-3 versus 6-4, and Cole and Tyler are going up against each other. Cole is trying to make a run for the playoffs. So
Cole, you got
Cole's
any
at
words?
4-6.
You're going down. I'm at the airport.
No.
I'm taking on Bruce for you guys. You gonna root for me?
Yeah, that'd be great. If you could beat Bruce, that would be
Dude, my
fantastic.
team's, it's just like off and on.
Yeah, I had a rough week this week, man. It was just everything fell apart.
I beat your team.
You did. I had twice the amount of points that Jack's team did the week before, just because the team is just random.
Yeah.
The team is just like absolutely random. I'm disappointed in them, and I don't even want to talk about it.
You seem really upset by this. Are you okay? Is this?
I had nowhere to go with that.
Is this triggering some memories in your head? But anyway, we should do some picks. You guys ready to do some picks?
The what picks?
The Pitlo picks.
The
I think. Is that what we're calling
picks.
it?
That's what
we
we're
have
calling
graphics
it.
for it yet?
We have pew pew. Yeah, it's a little graphic thing.
I don't have my
happens when
laptop,
we,
so I don't know how we did last week. I'm going to assume that I went 5-0 and everyone else did terrible.
Yes. Should we let? You got the picks right here?
I got some picks here. I got some football. I got
picks
some basketball. All right, let's start off with the. Let's see. How about the Packers and Vikings? Packers at the Vikings. Packers are sitting at 6-3. The Vikings at 7-2. It should be a fun matchup.
Vikings have put together a really good season quietly. 7-2 on the year. They have a good running game. Teddy Bridgewater has kind of been off and on. But shockingly enough, they have a really good defense, and that's because of Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer, who folks might remember from Hard Knocks, who's coaching for the Bengals, got the fuck out of there. And he's done a great job with them. I like the Vikings.
You like the Vikings?
Where are they playing?
They're playing in Minnesota, I believe.
Are they in an open air or are they in the dome?
I think Minnesota is a dome. I could be wrong on that.
No, they're open air right now.
Open
I
air.
believe. Cole, verify that and then make a pick.
Or it's one or the other.
I'm taking Vikings, but I think it's open air.
All right, so it's open air. I was totally off on that. All right, Brandon, you got Packers or the Vikings? Good call, Brandon. All right.
Geez, I mean,
you can just pick a team. It really doesn't. There's no money on this. It's just for fun.
I'll say the Packers.
All right, the Packers. The Packers for Brandon. I'm going with the Packers as well. I think Brandon's made an excellent informed choice there. Cole, who you got?
Who? I'm looking up the stadium.
Can we put Cole in a different location
Yeah,
real
can
quick?
we put him in
I'm pretty sure they're playing at the University of Minnesota's stadium while their new stadium is being
Yeah.
built.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So it is outdoors.
It's outdoors. All right. You got the Vikings or the Packers, Cole?
I already said Vikings.
You said Vikings. All right.
Cole, you're back in Russia.
Jeez.
Is that
Hey,
a bear?
watch out. Cole, watch over your shoulder. Jesus Christ. All right, next up, let's go with the Bengals, which you love, versus the Cardinals. We got 8-1 Bengals versus the 7-2 Cardinals. Cole, what'd you say?
Cardinals.
Cardinals. All right, Cole's going
Cole
Cardinals.
could not be more right. It is going to be the Cardinals big time. Andy Dalton's a whiny bitch. They don't know what they're doing right now. Carson Palmer is tearing it up. They were down against the Seahawks this past Sunday, came back, won that game. They were fired up. Drew Stanton got fired up on the sidelines.
He did. Yeah, he was bouncing around that
When you see a backup quarterback getting fired up for your team winning, you know you got something going.
He was doing
One
that
of the
thing with his
best coached
arms.
teams. Yeah, he's going crazy.
Yeah, he was
I
very,
love
very
the
excited
Cards
by
this
that.
year. Cards all the way in this one.
All right, I'm gonna go Bengals just to be a little bit different here. All right, so I'm gonna say that
You picked the Red Rocket.
I'll agree with the Bengals
Little
unless
dog dick.
Carson Palmer says something mean about Andy Dalton.
I'm sure that
That's
might
like
happen.
it's the X factor.
Remember, they
would he
have
do
no soul.
if Andy Dalton had what would happen if he got offended again? What would he say?
I don't know.
All right, next up we've got
What am I?
We got Ohio State, which is
What am
sitting
I,
at 10-0,
Brandon Dalton?
versus Michigan State, which is 9-1. This is going to be a big one for the Big Ten.
Jeez, dude. Who's home?
I think it's at Michigan State. I could be wrong on that. It's in Ohio.
It's
All
at,
right.
it's
I
at
think
the
it's game
shoe.
day.
Sorry, what was that, Cole?
I think it's game day.
So this is the game day. So this is the big
This
one.
is game day.
believe
So
so.
if you're going to be going to game day, go to it.
Sportsball will be.
If you're going to be going to game day,
Sportsball
go to
will
it.
be there.
I'm not driving to Ohio. Fuck that.
Let's see some
noise.
signs. I want to see Brandon. I want to see
Yes.
Brandon, or maybe even a picture of Miles kicking his foot up like that. Let's see that end up on Sportsball.
Let's do
Miles Ball.
take a game day sign, put Sportsball on it with a hashtag, and then put the picture of Miles, and then use a Buckeye nut for his nut, and just do the.
There you go. Not the Cobra.
No, it's a OHIO, and then they do some I don't know. Some
Cole, can
And
you
then the
find
guy
out
runs
the
out the tuba.
Cole? Can you find
Anyway,
out the last time Ohio
dotting the
State
I, which is
lost
the
at
coolest
home?
thing
Dotting the
ever.
I. That is
Yeah.
actually pretty badass.
Ohio State, last time they lost that game?
Lost at home.
Yeah.
Last year against Virginia Tech.
Okay.
Good call.
You're fired, Cole.
Last year
Stat
against
host.
Virginia Tech.
I don't know why it is, but in college football, that home team, like home field advantage,
Yeah.
means more than it does in any other sport.
Absolutely.
So if it's
Yeah.
a close game like that, I'll take.
Yeah.
So you going to Ohio State?
If it's too close to call, I'll take the home.
So I'm gonna put Brandon down for Ohio State.
Yeah.
I would have picked Michigan State in this game, but y'all lost to fucking Nebraska.
Oh,
That's
Plus-
pathetic. I'm not picking you. I'm picking the Buckeyes.
Ohio
right.
State needs to win, or it sets in line motion for U of H to possibly make it to the top 4, which would be awful.
Not going to
That would
happen.
be amazing.
What
That
it-
would be
More
amazing.
importantly, what it sets in motion is Iowa winning the national championship. The Hawkeyes are undefeated. They are 2 games away from going to the Big Ten championship.
Well, I mean, they got a
Anarchy.
They're going to the Big Ten championship, but they have to beat Ohio State or whoever
Not
else
necessarily.
goes. Yeah, they do. They're not
Fair
going to
game.
lose the
If
Big
all-
Ten championship and go to the
No, no,
playoffs.
like-
if their name's Iowa.
I think most of the team. I think anybody in the Big Ten, whatever the fuck it is, because it was leaders and legends, and y'all guys figured out that was
Not
a
East
really
and West.
stupid thing to do. So it's East and West. Oh, I don't know. I would rather than play Michigan State. I think that's a better matchup, Michigan State Iowa, than it would Ohio State Iowa.
You're saying you think it'd be better for Iowa to lose? What are you?
No,
what
he
are
wants
you
Iowa
saying?
to win.
I want
You
Iowa
Iowa
to
to
win.
win.
I'm saying if they were to go to the Big Ten championship game, I think they'd have a better matchup against Michigan State than they would Ohio State.
I doubt they're going to win. You look at their schedule, and they lucked out. I mean, the way that you have to do non-conference scheduling, you end up missing some key opponents. So Iowa is not playing Michigan. They're not playing Michigan State, and they're not playing Ohio State. They got everybody else in that division.
They did, yeah, but they're undefeated and they're going to go to the national championship.
They're
All right, so
not.
who's gonna
Houston,
I'm
got to
sa-
keep Houston
Fuck
out.
Houston, they're not going.
I'm saying Ohio State is pulling a Ronda Rousey. They're a little bit too big for themselves. I think Michigan State's going to knock them off this weekend.
I like the cut of your jib.
Thank you, Cole. What's going on for Michigan State versus Ohio State?
Spartans.
Spartans. All right. Welcome to my side. Let's see. How many? That's 3 of them. How about a Big 12 one? I'll let you pick. We can either do Baylor versus Oklahoma State. That's a 6 versus 8, or TCU versus Oklahoma. That's a 15 versus 12.
Let's do.
I think TCU OU is a more competitive matchup.
Yeah,
You think so?
We hate both those teams. So
All right.
let's go with that.
Nah,
Two
Baylor-
top 10
Baylor
teams versus
sucks.
2 top 15 teams.
Oklahoma State sucks.
That's true. So I don't think they can both lose.
They're both going to finish with 2 losses.
Thank you for having us, Waco. We appreciate it. We love the love up there. All right, let's go TCU, Oklahoma. TCU sitting at 9-1, and Oklahoma sitting at 9-1 as well. Oklahoma's 1 loss coming to terrible, terrible Texas.
They're in Oklahoma, right?
They are playing in Oklahoma, I
Oh
believe.
man,
Oklahoma does not lose at home, but regardless of that, I'm not just going to say they pick the home team. I do think they're going to win. I think like they've picked it up. I mean, they've lost against Texas. That's always a weird game for them. I think for the most part, they've been a pretty impressive team.
I think two things.
I think the most impressive team in the Big 12.
I think number one, OU sucks, but number two, when they lose at home, they lose at home to TCU. That's a team that has had a good track record, even though OU is stellar at home. I'm picking the Sooners though in this one because I hope my code curse works, and I want to see them go down.
Using it against them, I like it. I'm going with TCU just because I can never root for OU unless they're playing the national championship game. Even then, that is difficult to do. Cole, who you got? You got TCU or Oklahoma?
The Fighting Trayvon Boykins.
Fighting Trayvon Boykins.
There you go.
I like it.
That would be TCU.
I like
For
it.
you folks that didn't know that.
I like it.
He's quarterback.
All right, last but not least, let's get some NCAA basketball. We got number 5 Duke versus number 2 Kentucky at Duke. The Cameron Crazies, they're rocking the house. Coach K getting tapped on the head. Who do you think's got it, Tyler?
I'm going to go
both undefeated right now
with
Kentucky.
the Dukies.
Going the Dukies.
Let's go with the Dukies.
I don't think that's what they're called. But
the Blue Dukies.
All right.
I think Kentucky's going to march on that floor, and they're going to win.
They're going to march on the floor?
Yeah.
You mean they're just going to like fucking come out on the floor?
People march.
They're going to walk on the floor.
It's a metaphor.
They're not going to march out on
Deal
the
with
floor.
it.
Duke
Just
at
gonna
home
walk
is
out.
pretty much a juggernaut. They're not going to be stopped. I'm going with Duke. And Cole, who you got
So
for the
that's
final
two
pick?
Dukies and
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
All right,
Nice.
2-2.
We got a
One
good
Duke,
even
two
split
Dukies
this week.
and one cat.
I think every single one we got
Yes.
2 on each side of it. So there you go.
You trying to fuck me right now?
No.
That's the
'Cause
Pitlo Picks of the week.
I'm lost in this conversation we're having.
No, you got lost in my eyes real quick, and that was
Oh,
weird
no,
for
I'm
me.
lost. I'm trying to think, where is Tyler going with this? I'll
Good
try to
Lord,
stay with him.
There's a whole other conversation happening here
All
that
right,
I missed
well,
out
that
on.
conversation is...
Are we going to talk playoffs, or we not have time for playoffs? Or is this too much college football, too much football?
I'm going to give you a hint about what we're about to do. That's going to be it for this episode of Sportsball. I want to thank all of our special guests, everybody for showing up. Thank you, Miles Luna, for showing your nuts on this show and promoting the wonderful socks for Stance. Thank you to Casper. Thank you to Broadcast, to everybody involved. We will see
Thank you, Vladimir
next
Putin, as
week.
well.
Yes.
Bye.